Hello everyone! Welcome to Ellis's Happy on the YouTube, where I, Ellis, that's my name, don't wear it out, will help you, the viewer, become the happy person that you were meant to be, because we were all meant to be happy. It's just that sometimes we, along the way of just life in general happening, lose it or just don't learn how to get it in the first place. And today we're going to be talking about how to improve your self-esteem so much that you'll be disgusted by the end of this video of how good you feel about yourself. That did not make any sense at all, but that's okay. So, if you want to improve your self-esteem, if you want to in general feel happier about yourself, feel good about yourself, and just feel positive about yourself, and at the same time improve your relationships with other people, it's kind of like a BOGO, buy one get one free type of video today, this is the one for you. This is the information you've been looking for, and this will help you get there right now. So in terms of self-esteem, there's a lot of different methods. In this approach, you'll learn an easier way to gain better self-esteem. So we're talking about self-esteem. How do you even describe that? How do you, when and where and how do you feel good about yourself? For the most part, at least for me and for a lot of people, I bet, you feel the best about yourself and you feel good about yourself when other people make you feel good about yourself. Whenever someone calls me nice, or whenever someone tells me that they appreciate me, it makes me feel good. And since I'm a human, I'm sure it applies to everybody else. The common saying is that you should surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people. And before, when I was struggling with self-esteem, and I still struggle with it today, don't get me wrong, but not as much as before, but when I was starting this process, when I heard that phrase, surround yourself with positive people, I started to just bash on the people that are in my life currently and just complain and blame them for not being the people that I wanted, being positive or being encouraging or things like this. Especially tying back to the fact that I needed people that made me feel good about myself to really improve my self-esteem. But I quickly realized that it's not that we don't have these people in our life, because these people are always there. They're already there, if anything, in your life. And they will always be there. It's just that we don't have the type of relationships, the right type of relationships, that we are supposed to have with these people. We don't take the time out of our day to really try to foster and create and maintain these relationships that we should have with people. So, we feel good when other people make us feel good, right? But how do we make other people start making us feel good? I want to draw upon the law of attraction, or in the words of one of my role models, Elliot Hulse, the world is your mirror. And what does that mean? If you start to consistently, for example, start to find and acknowledge the good, the great, the amazing things about other people consistently, guess what you're gonna get back? You're gonna get back people that find the great, the good, and amazing things about you. So if we're talking about self-esteem and the law of attraction and the world being your mirror, by the way, I'm gonna put Elliot Hulse's link in the description down below. His YouTube link, his channel. He's a great guy. He's very, very, very wise, and I encourage you to check him out. It's pretty cool, pretty cool dude. Anyway, so in terms of self-esteem, of the law of attraction, if you want to gain a better self-esteem, you must first start to improve, or start to help improve, other people's self-esteem, to allow them to reflect that back to you. That makes sense. One thing is that just don't be attached to when/how or even from who you receive this energy back from. For example, if I start to continually appreciate my friend Bob, know and trust that this energy is coming back to you, but it just might not necessarily come from Bob. That's another thing that Elliot Hulse talks about, is that he says, if you sow in this direction, it might not come back from that same direction, but just know that it's coming in a form that you might not recognize yet, but just trust that it's coming. It's basically what I'm saying with that. So let's jump right in, right? How to start. Step 1. Start immediately. I mean immediately meaning people in your direct environment. Doesn't matter who, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, people you don't know, your friends that you might not necessarily like right now. Doesn't matter. Start today. People at work, people at school, whatever it is. Start immediately. Step 2, and this requires a little bit more of explanation, and I'll take the time to do that. Step 2, become an abundant, and I mean abundant, meaning just, in other words, a lot, give a lot. Become an abundant source of genuine compliments. I use the word genuine compliments, or the phrase genuine compliments, for multiple reasons. I was just reading this book, it's called, I think, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I forgot the author. But I'll probably put more information about that book in the description below too. It's a good book to read. They were talking about the difference between genuine compliments, as I've coined it right now, and as I've termed it, and basically being fake, being a fake person, a bullshitter. They use the word flattery. There's a thick line, I wouldn't say thin, a very thick line between those things because they're very different and they're very distinct from each other. And this is the type of thing you have to gauge for yourself. But just one example is that don't go up to someone and call them nice if you don't believe that they're nice. Because people will see through you, people will see through your bullshit, and it will actually be a little worse than before. So just make sure that your compliments are genuine in that way. Genuine compliments, also another aspect of that is, I'll present it like this. I'll say 2 compliments and decide for yourself which compliment is more powerful, more stronger, and just has more of an impact on you. As if imagine if I were to compliment you right now. So compliment A. Hey friend, I really like your hair today. That's compliment A. Compliment B. Hey friend, I really like the way that you're always so nice to me. Compliment B. So, if you notice, these are both compliments, and not to say that you should stop complimenting people on their appearance, because that's always good, make people feel good. If you pick something about somebody that speaks more to their character, that brings out the great and amazing things about their character, it's more impactful and it's more effective in terms of leaving a long-lasting impression on them. For example, again, if you tell someone like, hey friend, like I really like and appreciate the way that you're always nice to me. In their head, what's happening is that, wow, this person really appreciates me being nice to them. I should continue being nice to them. That's exactly what's happening in their head. So as you can see, giving genuine compliments automatically changes and improves the dynamic between you and another friend, or you and multiple friends, and just gives it life. Leading into step 3. Step 3, be consistent. Did I say it? Be consistent. Did I say it?
Be consistent.
Did I say it?
Consistent.
Don't do it just once, especially if you're someone that doesn't really compliment people so much, which is okay because, we've been conditioned to do that. That's not your fault. But become consistent. That's very important because you don't want to come off as fake, like I've said. You want to do it. Consistent. So, step 4. Receive at the appropriate time, in the appropriate amount, and more importantly, do not expect on how it's going to come back to you, or from who it's going to come back to you from, or when it's going to happen. Don't be so attached to those things. Just trust that it's coming. Trust that it's coming as you are continually being an abundant source of genuine compliments and doing it consistently. So that's basically it. For me, I'm not gonna tell you how long it's taken me to see effects of this, but I gotta tell you, all of a sudden people, if you do it consistently and genuinely, like I've said, people just start to feed back to you all this positivity and happiness, therefore improving your self-esteem, right? And again, it's a little bit easier because this is just something you can do immediately. Because for a lot of us, including myself sometimes, it's easier to find those positive and happy things and great things about other people as opposed to ourselves. But focusing more on the outward compliments makes the world, again, reflect back to you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Did I say subscribe? Did I say subscribe? And as always, to be truly happy, to become the happiest person you were meant to be, you must learn how to lift, how to laugh, and how to love. Peace out. See you next time. Bye.